In the early 2010s, Ferrari revealed the LaFerrari, which instantly became an icon in modern automobile industry. With Formula One-inspired KRS hybrid power system paired with a big naturally aspirated V12 engine instantly grabbed the attention of the collectors around the world and enthusiasts. Just a few months ago, Ferrari revealed the successor of this iconic car. But is it the true successor of the LaFerrari? We're going to take a look at that at the end of this video. But before we start, subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon to turn on the notification to be notified when I upload a new video. So, let's start. LaFerrari was born in a time when automotive purists still idolized high displacement, naturally aspirated engines. It was Ferrari's answer to the world's most demanding critics, and, at the same time, a celebration of its V12 heritage. The 6.3-liter naturally aspirated V12 at its heart, backed by an electric motor employing the same KRS principle seen in Formula One, delivered unfiltered oral and visceral delight. Yet, it also marked the beginning of Ferrari's engagement with hybridization, not for fuel efficiency or regulatory compliance, but for absolute performance. A decade later, the F80 enters a different landscape, one shaped by sustainability, electrification, and the forward thrust of competition at Le Mans and in Formula One. With its 3-liter twin-turbo V6 and a triad of electric motors, the F80 is not an incremental improvement, it is a total reinvention. Downsizing the internal combustion engine, multiplying electric assistance, and rotating the axis from rear-wheel drive to all-wheel drive, Ferrari has wholly reimagined its ultimate road car. Where the LaFerrari's V12 howled its way to 963 horsepower when counting its electric boost, the F80 adopts a smaller, more efficient V6. This engine, turbocharged for power and paired with 3 electric motors including a Formula One-derived rear MGUK and 2 front-drive units, catapults total output to 1,200 horsepower. The F80's acceleration is fierce, hitting 100 km per hour in just 2.15 seconds, outpacing the already brisk LaFerrari by nearly half a second. A marked difference also lies in how this power is delivered. The LaFerrari relied on its electric motor to supplement the V12, with a focus on instantaneous torque under hard acceleration. Its hybrid system was never intended for silent, emissions-free cruising. It existed purely to sharpen the car's effectiveness on road and track. In contrast, the F80's hybrid system is comprehensively integrated. Electric motors provide propulsion to the front wheels, and electric turbocharging ensures that throttle response is instantaneous, eradicating turbo lag. The result is a car that can drive short urban distances in pure electric mode, something LaFerrari could only manage at a crawl, if at all, while also deploying electric rampages of torque for the highest demand situations. The advances found in the F80's chassis and suspension are profound. LaFerrari introduced to the road Ferrari's vision for active aerodynamics, movable spoilers, diffusers, and a sophisticated balance of downforce and drag. Its chassis, a carbon fiber monocoque, set a new standard for both rigidity and lightness, resulting in remarkable agility. F80, however, rewrites these rules through and through. Its carbon monocoque is lighter, stiffer, and more heavily race-influenced, having borrowed extensively from Ferrari's 499P Le Mans program. The active suspension borrows 3D printing techniques to reduce unsprung mass and features new electronic systems capable of adjusting ride height and handling characteristics on the fly. Downforce increases dramatically, up to 1,000 kilograms at 250 kilometers per hour, roughly 40% more than LaFerrari, thanks to innovations like the S-duct, vast rear wings, barge boards, and aggressive underbody venturi, all drawing directly from the lessons of endurance and Formula One racing. The aesthetic differences between these cars are as telling as their mechanical divergences. LaFerrari's shape, all flowing sculpture and aggressive organic contours, was designed to woo, to recall Ferrari's glorious past, and to seduce even those who never saw a racetrack. F80, by comparison, is functionally purposeful, laced with prominent aerodynamic elements, a lower and squarer front fascia, and a posture that's both wider and lower. The F80's styling is the visual language of motorsport. Where LaFerrari nods to elegance, F80 bows to competition. Its cockpit is a stark departure from previous Ferraris as well. The focus is entirely on the driver. The seat and displays are oriented around maximizing control and visibility, with Le Mans-inspired asymmetry and only minimal nods to luxury. Analog switches and physical controls reclaim prominence over touchscreen minimalism, giving the F80 a sense of timeless race car focus. Exclusivity has always been part of the Ferrari flagship equation. With just 499 LaFerrari coupes plus 210 Apertas produced, ownership was restricted to the world's most ardent collectors and passionate enthusiasts. The F80, limited to 799 cars, expands that circle, acknowledging the increased global demand for ultimate hypercars and Ferrari's place at the segment's summit. So, after all these advancements and changes that Ferrari made in this decade, the real question remains still. Is it the true successor of the LaFerrari, or it fails in its job? I think, on technology and innovation perspective, it is definitely the true successor of the LaFerrari. But on the naming, design, and most importantly from the engine side, the F80 failed dramatically. Here is why. The name of the car, F80, sounds some kind of a prototype, which is yet to have a proper name, although it represents 80 years since the brand was founded. But still, Ferrari could do better. The design of the car is not visually pleasing. There are too much functionality going on in terms of aerodynamics. Most of the customers of this car will never take it to a racetrack to reveal its full potential. It was supposed to be a road car, rather than a race car on the road. The LaFerrari also got race technologies, but it was designed beautifully, and it does great on racetracks too. Another example is the Mercedes-AMG One, which is a real Formula One car for the road. But it is designed so beautifully that it instantly became an icon. But the F80 is certainly a limited edition Ferrari, but it is not an iconic car. Ferrari was well known for their V12 engines. The LaFerrari got one with hybrid technology. But the F80 has a little V6 engine with hybrid technology. It may have more power, it may be more efficient, but it is not a characterful engine, neither a great-sounding one. Ferrari still makes the 6.5-liter naturally aspirated V12 engine with 830 horsepower on its own. If this engine was given the new hybrid technology, it could be placed as the true successor of the iconic LaFerrari. So, that's all for today. Let me know what you think about this. If you like the video, give it a like and subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon to turn on the notification to be notified when I upload a new video. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Take care.